RealAgriculture.com's coverage of Crop Week 2013 in Saskatoon is brought to you by Nodulator XL, accelerated performance, accelerated yield, and VT500, yields big, stands strong. Time for another edition of Thumbs Up, Thumbs Down. This time it's a special for Crop Week. Welcome today, Lyndsey.
Hello, Shaun.
Okay, Lyndsey, this week we were at Crop Week, and first let's start off by thanking our sponsors, Nodulator XL and VT500. Thumbs up.
Yay!
Thank you very much to both those companies. So let's start off with the Yara pants. What'd you think of the Yara pants?
Oh, fantastic. Splash of color, 2 thumbs way up.
It was very interesting. The booth, I will say this, their booth was right beside where I was in Becker Underwood's booth. And they got a lot of traffic. There was a ton of people getting pictures with the three people from Yara. They had a great time. And there's actually a really good story, and we're going to produce a video talking about the story of those Norwegian flag pants. So good job for them. Thumbs up. Innovation of Saskatchewan.
We've talked about this before. Saskatchewan they should change their motto to the we'll just do it ourselves or something like that. And I love that. I love that about farmers in general and farmers, especially in Saskatchewan. Great culture of innovation there. Now, you actually came across one really neat thing that we'll post a video about soon.
Yeah, we did a video with Mark. I can't remember the name of the company, but his product was called the Mud Scraper. And it was incredibly innovative. And the guys from Seed Hawk told me all about it. They said, you got to go talk to this guy. So I went down there, and the most simplest, ingenious invention on the way to keep mud off your packer wheels in wet weather. Fantastic. So, Saskatchewan can cure all problems. I vote Saskatchewan will cure cancer eventually because there is so much innovation there. Thumbs up for Saskatchewan. If
there's a way to weld a solution to cancer, they would be doing it.
They're doing it. The one positive about going back to the park, the improved lighting this year at Prairie Land Park.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a big thumbs up. And you know what? Talking to a lot of the exhibitors, I don't know if they've improved the lighting or there's a perception they improved the lighting. It seemed brighter in there comparison to prior years. So big thumbs up for Prairie Land Park for, I think, fixing the lighting.
Who knows? But it seemed that way. Well, what do you think, thumbs up or thumbs down to the new organization or the organization of buildings and areas by topic?
I think it was really good, actually. It was almost like the theory around in a town where they put all the car dealerships all together. I thought it was really good. You could sort of cover things off mentally by topic. Yeah. Of course, it makes sense for all the machinery to be together because it requires the big building. But even like the crop protection and seed companies all being grouped together in the one, and then the other building being more grain and merchant-oriented stuff, I think a big thumbs up.
Yeah, I think so too. And actually what I really started, I spoke with a couple farmers there that, they kind of use every show a little differently. And the crop production show, there's a lot of pricing that goes on. There's a lot of kind of discussions and price discovery and that sort of stuff that happens. And so grouping kind of things together sort of makes that, I think, a little easier and maybe keeps you a little more organized. So 2 thumbs up.
Okay, what about the pool at the Saskatoon Inn? What's your thoughts on that?
The most, has anyone ever swam in it? Because A, it's filthy, and B, it's in the midst it's in the middle of the hotel and the conference center, and it's loud, and it's dirty, and I don't understand.
Well, I don't think it qualifies as a pool. I'm going to go with moat. I think it's more of a moat.
Yeah, it's a bit of a moat. Yeah, it protects the gym and the one meeting room, which also bizarre. Why is the gym next to a meting room on the other side of the pool?
It is kind of embarrassing going down there in my fat suit and showing everybody that's the Saskatchewan Seed Grower meeting about how out of shape I am.
Yeah, here you go. Although that does build on to one of our other topics, that it's canola, flax, and who else those meetings are moving to TCU Place for 2014.
Canola, flax, and pulse. So
is that a thumbs up or is that a thumbs down?
Well, my question on this sort of comes with a bit of a disclaimer. Does that mean we're going to have 3 locations for this show? Because we already have 2 locations. So does this mean we now have an additional third? So that is maybe a thumbs down. But I do like the idea that they are going to move more to a bit of a farm tech model.
Yeah.
where we'll have, they'll put all three canola, flax, and pulses all together, and they'll
Yeah.
share keynotes, and it'll be a bigger group for the
Yeah.
presenters. I think that's a really good idea. The model's worked very well in Alberta. They can still get their AGMs in, and it's been very successful. I think it's a big thumbs up.
Yeah, I think so too. TCU Place, fantastic location. Certainly, yes, parking might be an issue. And, for some of the smaller groups that also, have their days in conjunction with Crop Week, what happens to them or what do they decide to do? It puts some pressure on them to make some decisions that maybe they didn't want to change anything. But at the same time, and the three would be really awkward. So I really hope we avoid that. At the same time, it means not staying at the Saskatoon Inn.
Well, but I will say this: the Saskatoon Inn being, we're a little harsh on the moat or the pool,
Yeah.
but I thought the food has incredibly improved at the hotel. Huge thumbs up for the lake whitefish that I had 2 nights in a row. Big thumbs up. I thought the food was much better because that was actually a complaint in the past at the hotel. I thought it's really been much better. So big thumbs up.
But I do know that it is going to be going. There's a renovation plan this year, and I'm kind of hoping that they're going to keep the bottle openers in the bathroom. Let me tell you. Anyway,
like you said, Pick a Pop will come back eventually.
Pick a Pop is making a comeback. You heard it here first.
And let's finish off with the social media fiasco. So for those that don't know, usually when you go to a farm show or a conference, there'll be one hashtag.
Yeah.
This show had 2, 3, maybe even 4 different official hashtags, depending on who you talked to or where you were at the show, whether at Prairie Land or down at Crop Week. We gotta hem that down to one.
Yeah, and I mean I feel for the organizers in picking this and those sorts of things because you do have kind of 2 events that sort of meld together but aren't. So there was Crop Week. As well as Crop Production Show, each had their own, and then there were some people who were just taking the acronym of the whole show name, which is also typical. My thing with this is, organizers, please listen, make your hashtags as short as possible. We want characters to tweet with. We don't want to be using all of our 140 characters for a hashtag. It defeats the purpose. What I will say to the way 2 thumbs up, way more people on Twitter. People remember to use the hashtags. It worked fantastic to coordinate, to meet up with people, to share what was going on with sessions. I think this is probably the first year, well, I guess it's the second, but the first year that it's like this is now a set component of this show, right? And everybody, and I know we were at our little Pulse School booth and signing some people up to Twitter and getting them to follow us and following them and showing people how to use it. And I mean, fantastic. So, but for conference organizers and for attendees, ask the question, what is the hashtag? If you think it's way too long, just say so, because please leave us our characters so that we can tweet, please.
Perfect. Well, Lyndsey, we had a great Crop Week. Next week, you're at Manitoba Ag Days, and then we're off to Saskatchewan Beef Industry Conference, and the week after that is Farm Tech. So a busy January, February. Lyndsey's first ever Farm Tech. So
I know. Everybody find me. I'll be there Wednesday, Thursday. So, yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Talk to you soon.
All righty.